I met a girl crazy for me. Then you said,
Very loud, I don't know. No, but it's about 12 hours.
It's impossible. You know, it's capturing lightning bomb.
I can play very chilling.
Do you think?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
So did you like
Stand by.
Mexico?
I loved it there. I loved it there. Oh, wow, that's fast, huh?
Okay, rolling.
Camera. Have you been in Mexico, George?
Mexico City, about 5 years ago. I've been a lot of places in Mexico. Though. I mean, literally everywhere. We've been to Cancun and Ensenada and everywhere else. I love Mexico City, though. It's beautiful, beautiful city. I had no idea that it's the biggest city in the world.
Yes, it's the biggest city in the world.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I always thought it was Tokyo for the longest time, and then when I was there, everyone says, no, it's here. This is the spot.
Yes.
And you're way up too. It's like you're like a mile up in the air, aren't you?
Yes.
Like the height of Denver or something. It's really up there.
And well, talking about the movie, when you were a kid, did you were a fan of comics, Batman comics?
Yes, I was a huge fan of Batman comics. I have pictures of myself when I was 3 years old in the Bat costume.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it. I think that there's, for whatever reason, the Batman character, forgetting the movies, there is just something about the mystique of the Batman characters that I see now little kids who never saw the last Batman, and they're really into Batman. It's strange. There's something just, everybody wants to be Batman.
And when you were a kid, you never thought that one day you want to
No.
portray
In fact,
Batman.
my cousin is an actor named Miguel Ferrer, and a wonderful actor, and he and I used to make these statues of Batman when we were kids, and he came by the set one day to visit, and I'm sitting in a chair, and they've got air conditioners, because these suits are really hot, and I've got air conditioners blowing everywhere, you know, and I look over at Miguel, and he's looking at me, and he's laughing, and I go, "Can you believe it?" And he goes, "I can't believe it."
How did you feel with the disguise? Because I believe that it's hard to be with the disguise all the time.
Yeah, it's not comfortable. I still wear it just about every day, though, just for the fun of it. No, it's just not it's not comfortable. It's the only downside to doing the movie, is wearing the actual physical wearing of the costume. It's the only thing that's bad about the movie. That's hard about the movie.
Did you get a special training for the action shots?
No, I've been, I'm kind of an athlete, so I always did, and I've done a lot of action projects, and before that I used to do some action films and stuff. So no, I didn't really have to do any special training. What you have to do is you have to learn how to move in the suit, because the suit kind of dictates how you move, because you can only turn your head like this, and there's things you can't do. In fact, see, that's how you turn, like this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So what kind of experience as a human being you have learned about acting and about your character also in ER?
What kind of experiences have I learned?
As a human being, not
Right.
as an actor.
Right, as a human, what you learn as a human being is that you have to learn how to handle, as a human being, how to handle success or failure, either one, because it's a tricky game. You get famous very quickly, and like right now, I'm kind of an overnight success after being in this for 15 years. And what you have to learn is that you are never as good as they say you are when they say you're good, and you're never as bad as they say you are when they say you're bad. So when my aunt was a very famous singer for a long time, Rosemary Clooney, and she kind of believed all of that when she was 20 years old, and everybody told her she was great. So that when things weren't going so well, suddenly it was her fault. She didn't become a worse singer along the way. The only thing that changed were things change.
Exactly.
And so what I got to learn, and the experience I got from her, was that you can't buy into any of those, and if you don't, you win.
Yesterday in the opening in Planet Hollywood was 3 girls crying and crying and crying for you and saying to you, "I love you, George," and they were crying. So are you conscious what you provoke?
Well, those were family members, actually, so that doesn't count. You know what? The truth is, if you are successful in the industry that I am in, sometimes that will happen. In general,
How does it make you feel that? Watching those girls for
some of it's funny and some of it's embarrassing. A lot of times it's embarrassing because sure, it's embarrassing. it's funny because the things it's always be careful what you wish for, you might get them, you know. Sometimes the things that you want, when you actually get them, they can be embarrassing, you know. But for the most part, it's pretty great. It's pretty fun.
If someone tell you you have just 3 wishes, what would you ask for?
I have to think about that one for a while. Well, you know, I don't know. I just start wishing for more wishes. See, because that's my favorite thing. You just go, all right, I want 20 more wishes. And then you get, you know, you get all the important, world peace, you know, end of hunger, end of disease. And then you go, you give me 20 more wishes. And then just keep going. You can knock off everything. I'll get you a car if you want, too.
Thanks a lot, George.
Okay.
That's so
Bye.
quick. Bye.